Stardew Valley is an amazing game that we all have come to love. But there are some weird things that you can do in this game. So, in this video, I will quickly go over some of the weird and wonderful things that you can do in Stardew Valley. Like use fish heads as a mask, and then place the fish heads on scarecrows, and even on your child. Let's get started with an absolute banger. Unfortunately, this one will only work on PC because it will be using a mod called the Tractor mod. When you first download the Tractor mod, it is actually quite balanced. It gives you -2 speed, it has a short range, and its true capabilities are not yet unlocked. Thankfully, we can just go into the config and increase everything. Turn everything on and turn the tractor into what it was meant to be. So, now with a fully upgraded Overpowered Tractor, we can easily harvest everything on our Ginger Island farm in seconds, replant seeds on the entire farm, and even water everything basically instantly. This really does feel like cheating, but it is so satisfying to do. You can also cut down any tree by simply driving past it on your tractor. All of this is fun and all, but we can take this so much further. Did you know that your tractor can also be used as a monster eradicating machine? If you are the type of player that does not enjoy the combat and fighting in the mines, then the tractor is definitely for you. Simply go into the skull cavern, get on your tractor, and take out your pickaxe. Every rock and ore near you will get instantly mined. Since we set the magnetism to max, all of the resources will come flying to you, and you should be able to find a ladder basically instant. You can also take out a weapon, and for some reason, the tractor will damage enemies using the weapon around you in a large radius, making defeating enemies extremely easy. But wait, there's even more. Your tractor can also be used as a literal tank. If you take out a slingshot and drive around with your tractor, you will shoot out the ammo at a ridiculous pace. You can use iridium ore as ammo to deal massive damage, or you can use explosive ammo to pretty much make the entire screen explode, meaning no enemy or rock will be left alive. The only thing to survive your onslaught are the invincible bugs. So if you are playing on PC and you are bored, or you just don't enjoy the skull cavern, you should definitely give this a try. It's really fun. Stardew has an interesting relationship system. There's a kind of endless repeating cycle, and it goes like this. Befriend someone, and then you can date them, and they will become your boyfriend or girlfriend. The next logical step is to marry them. You will have a nice wedding ceremony, and then they will move in with you. Naturally, you can have up to 2 children. If only they would grow up and we could use them to water or plant seeds. If you are like me, somehow, over time, you will have 0 hearts with your wife. I'm not so sure how this happened, but it did, and she's quite mad at me. So I guess now we can get a divorce, but my child is still here. No need to worry, we can just turn our kids into doves by donating a prismatic shard. But our ex-wife hates us and won't talk to us anymore? Well, we can just erase her memory. Then we can befriend her again and continue the cycle all over again. So, who should I marry next? Penny, Elliot, or maybe even Harvey? Please let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you are enjoying this video so far, consider hitting that subscribe button and maybe leave a like too. It'll just help the silly YouTube algorithm a little bit. Alrighty, back to the video. Stardew Valley's mayor is an interesting fellow. Around year 3, Mayor Lewis will task you with finding his lucky purple underwear. For some reason, the mayor trusts us enough to find his underwear and bring them to him. So we could do that, or we control him with his own underwear. You can find them by befriending his mistress, Marnie, and just picking them up in her room. Now you could just give it to him like he asked, or we can have some fun with it. Let's start off with the annual Stardew Valley Lau. This is usually a fun little event where you can place any ingredient you want in a big pot for the entire town. If you place a high quality delicious ingredient, you will get a decent bonus to your hearts with everyone in town. Very cool. Or you can put Mayor Lewis's underwear in a pot of soup, and when the governor realizes what he's eating, well, let's just say he is not very impressed, and neither is Mayor Lewis. He basically just yells and sends everyone home like the tyrant he is. Well, that was very interesting. There is one more place that we can use the shorts, and that is at the annual Stardew Valley Fair, where we would usually just display some items and be judged by Mayor Lewis. Usually, you would place some cool items here to try and score a lot of points. But we're going to place Mayor Lewis's underwear here and see what he has to say about it. He kinda just pretends like he doesn't see it, and after the judging, he bribes you with 750 star tokens to take it away and go. Ah, Mayor Lewis, the best corrupted mayor out there. According to the wiki, if you give Mayor Lewis his shorts while he's at the beach resort at Ginger Island, he will wear them as beach attire for an entire 28 days. I tried this, but it didn't seem to work out for me. Once you start to reach the endgame, you'll probably have some Genema huts. These are awesome little buildings that send out little Genemos to harvest crops for you within a large range around the Genema hut. These buildings are quite cheap to build and are genuinely useful and can save you quite a bit of time. There is an interesting interaction with Genema huts and gems. You can place any gem or mineral in the game inside of a Genema hut, and then the hut will cause all of the Genemos to try and match the color of the mineral. For example, if you place a ruby inside of a Genema hut, the Genemos will be red. This also works with some weird minerals like calcite, which will cause the Genemos to go yellow. There are a ton of gems to try this out with, so you should definitely play around with this. And if you place a prismatic shard in the Genema hut, the Genemos come out with their colors changing similar to a prismatic shard. Now that is really cool. It's fun little things like this that just make the game so enjoyable to play. It is truly an adventure to find new little secrets as you play the game. Slimes are fun. Well, sometimes slimes can be fun, but in the early game, slimes are not that fun because they are probably the most annoying enemies in the game. They are quite tanky, they have an annoying dash attack, and they have that annoying slow debuff. But you can also keep slimes as pets. Normally, you just hatch some slimes in your slime hutches like normal people. But if you wanted to, you can just hatch slimes in town, or people's homes, or in your own home. Your spouse is usually not very happy when you do this and usually attacks and kills your pet slime, which is totally unnecessary, by the way. Slimes can also interact and greet townspeople, which means this feature of hatching slimes anywhere is an intended feature that was deliberately added to the game. It's kind of a weird feature if you ask me, but what do you think about spawning slimes anywhere? Thank you so much for watching this video. What are some of the other weird things that you can do in Stardew Valley that genuinely surprise you? Please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more Stardew Valley videos. But for now, I will see you in the next video.